burada. Evet, A2 workshop'ına hoş geldiniz. Welcome to A2 level workshop. And as you know, all these workshops are done every Friday. The first week of the month is A1 level, the second week is A2, third week is B1, and fourth week is B2. And today is the second week of February, the second Friday of February. So we are going to have A2 level workshop. In today's workshop, we are actually going to talk about something that is quite easy, which is mami momu. And I might hear or I might see some faces like, oh, this is easy, like this is A1 level topic. But I'm not going to talk about the mami momu itself. I'm actually going to talk about some different functions of it. But of course, there will be like a little bit easy explanation of the mami momu, so that, like, you know, if there's any A1 level learner, they can also learn some stuff. But then I will be talking about some extra functions of it. So in Turkish, if you want to make a yes/no question, you need this m, mi, mu, mu suffix. That's all I need to make a yes/no question. And in the presentation, you are going to see this formulation, let's say, over here, capital an M with a capital I. The capital I means that I have a vowel harmony over here. And the vowel harmony that I have over here is the I-type vowel harmony. And the I-type vowel harmony has 4 options. So my options for the yes/no questions are m, mi, mu, mu. And over here I have some examples. Türkçe kolay mı? If you want, you can answer evet and hayır to all these questions. Someone? Türkçe kolay mı?
Hayır.
Ah, İstanbul kalabalık mı?
Evet.
Evet.
Evet.
Evet.
Manzara güzel mi? Let's say Boğaz.
Evet.
Tamam. Ayşe öğretmen mi?
Bilmiyorum.
Bilmiyoruz. Okay, we don't know Ayşe. Türkçe zor mu?
Evet.
Hayır.
Hayır.
Biraz.
Biraz.
Biraz zor.
Biraz.
Zor. Okay, tamam. Hava soğuk mu?
Hayır.
Hayır. Evet.
Hayır.
Çok
Evet.
soğuk.
İstanbul'da hava çok sıcak. Bugün
Ya,
İstanbul
evet.
15 derece.
Oo.
Şubat'tayız. Nasıl? Bu mümkün değil. Peki.
Evet.
Okay.
I don't know.
There is one exception over here. This söz mü, we wouldn't, I mean, in colloquial language, we wouldn't say evet to this question. But if you want to say, do you promise to someone, you can just say söz mü. And then the other, yeah,
Söz.
the answer is usually söz. We don't say evet söz. We just say söz. Senin evin küçük mü?
Hayır.
Evet.
Hayır.
Evet.
Pekala. Evet. Okay. So this is the idea. And as I said, I mean, all these answers that we heard was evet and hayır. Türkçe kolay mı? Evet, Türkçe kolay. Senin evin küçük mü? Hayır, benim evim küçük değil. But there is one thing that we can talk about mami mumu. If you see 2 of these mami mumus in a sentence, it doesn't become a yes/no question anymore. It becomes a this or that question. Çay mı, kahve mi? Joe, pick your favorite.
Çay.
Çay. Nikola, İstanbul mu, İzmir mi?
İzmir'e.
İzmir.
İzmir.
İstanbul mu, Rize mi? Again, Nikola.
Sorry, repeat.
İstanbul mu, Rize mi?
Oh, Rize.
Rize. You live in
Yeah.
Rize, right? That's what I remember.
No, I live in Didim.
Didim. Oh, okay. Then I remember someone else. Pardon. Çok pardon. Yeah, that's the idea. Whenever we have 2 mumi mumus in the sentence, it becomes a yes/no question. If you want, you can also put yoksa in these 2, like, you know, options. So I could also say çay mı yoksa kahve mi? Or İstanbul mu yoksa İzmir mi? because yoksa means basically or. But unfortunately, we are not able to put veya or ya da into these sentences. So it's not possible to say çay mı veya kahve mi. We don't say that. It's a little bit weird, but we don't do this. But you should just know that double mı mu already by default has or in it. And this is a game that I like to play with my A1 level students when we learn about the mu. They ask each other çay mı kahve mi? And my favorite question is usually aşk mı? Para mı? Ooh, this is a tough one. Let me hear some answers. Aşk mı para mı?
Aşk. Tabii ki.
Aşk. Aşk tabii ki. Wow. Or maybe I can actually do it like a poll. Hızlı bir
Önce
poll yapalım.
aşk, sonra para.
Hayır. You have to choose one. Aşk mı para mı? Okay.
Aşk.
Aşk. Wait, I'll do it in a poll. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Required. It's fine. Okay. Hadi bakalım. Let's ask this question.
Parayı seviyoruz değil mi?
Aha.
Parayı seviyoruz.
Evet, tabii ki. Let's see who loves what. Wow. I'm shocked with the answers. This is the most romantic group I've ever seen in my life. Okay, here is the result. I have 18 answers and 17 of them is aşk, and we have just one para. That is impressive. Pekala. Okay, let's continue. There is one thing that I have to remind you about the mumu. It's a very common mistake that I hear from, students, especially in A2, and sometimes even B1 level students do this mistake. When we have a question that requires information, in English, we call them WH questions. In Turkish, we call them 5N1K questions. What, who, where, when kind of questions. Students tend to put mumu afterwards when they use those questions, but unfortunately, we should never put mumu after those, because mumu is a yes-no question, and all these questions that I have over here are information questions. Ahmet kim? Nereye gidiyorsun? B1 kursu ne zaman başlıyor? Maybe we could say. Hangi kitabı okuyorsun? All these questions, kim, nereye, ne zaman, and hangi are information questions, so no mumu at the end. But there is one thing that I have to mention about mumu, and this is the thing that I want to talk about in this workshop. This is why I put this topic into A2 level. With the help of mumu, we can ask some specific information questions. So mumu, normally, we put it at the end of the sentence. This is how we learn in A1 level. So over here, I have this sentence. Ahmet, Ayşe ile marketten elma aldı. Ahmet bought apple from the market with Ayşe. This is the sentence. And if I want to make, ask a question about this sentence, I would just put mı at the end. Ahmet, Ayşe ile marketten elma aldı mı? Did Ahmet buy apple from the market with Ayşe? The answer would be yes or no. But if I want to ask about maybe if I want to confirm that Ahmet is buying apple, I can change the position of mumu. And the thing that I'm asking about, the thing that I want to focus on, if it is before my mumu, in this case, it's elma over here, this is what I'm asking. Ahmet Ayşe ile marketten elma mı aldı? Is it apple that Ahmet bought? So the question becomes something like that. So the meaning actually changed quite a lot. But all I did was, shifting m to the next word. And let's move it to the, to the previous word. This time I have the word market. Ahmet Ayşe ile marketten mi elma aldı? And in this question, basically, I'm talking about, I'm asking if Ahmet bought this apple from the market. Is he crazy? Because in bazaar it's cheaper, but he bought it in the market. So this is what I'm questioning in this, sentence. And then I could, shift it again, and I can say Ahmet Ayşe ile mi marketten elma aldı? So if you heard a gossip
is
that
it-
yeah,
Oh,
go
I'm
on.
sorry. I'm just trying to understand. So the questions word, the me, mu, me, is related to the word before.
Exactly. So your emphasis is the word
Okay.
that is right before mami momu. And if I have to go
Okay.
back to the very beginning, my original question, my focus is actually on the verb almak. Did Ahmet buy? Really? Like, did Ahmet buy it? This is what I'm focusing on. That's why I put mami momu at the end always in Turkish sentences. But whenever I shift my interest or my focus, let's say, or my emphasis, then the position of m also changes. Wait, Ahmet bought Apple? He hates Apple. So there is a disbelief, there is like, maybe like a surprise in this question most of the time. Ahmet bought Apple from
Okay,
the
thank you.
market. Ahmet marketten mi elma aldı? And then we also have Ahmet Ayşe ile mi marketten elma aldı? So if you ever heard of like a gossip that Ahmet and Ayşe now they hate each other, but then you hear another gossip, and in Turkey it's quite normal to hear lots of gossip from different people. And if they are doing this activity together, you would question like, wait, Ahmet bought this apple with Ayşe? Ayşe, are you sure? Like you are, there's a disbelief in this question. Or let's say there is a surprise. Or if Ahmet is a couch potato who never leaves the house and, if he bought an apple from the market, you will be like, wait, Ahmet? Are we talking about Ahmet? Ahmet mi Ayşe ile marketten elma aldı? So now I'm asking about Ahmet. Like my disbelief is on Ahmet in this case. Of course, I cannot put m at the beginning because there is nothing I'm focusing on. So it should be either in the middle of the sentence or at the very end of the sentence. I went faster than I expected, so I'm just gonna, give you some time to take it all in. And if there is any question that you want to ask, you can ask. If there is any question form that you want me to go back, I can go back to it. We can talk about the meaning of it, like, the English meaning of it again. If not, I'm just going to go to the next slide in 1 minute.
Well, can I ask you something that's a little bit more of the sentence structure in Turkish, right?
Mhm. Yeah, we can talk
So-
about it.
Yeah. So, for example, you're in Kadıköy and you want to buy something from the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you would like to say is that thing fresh, right?
Uh-huh.
Which has a completely different sentence structure in Turkish. Like, to be honest, I still don't know how to say it properly.
Do you want me to add Kadıköy and taze into the sentence?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ideal sentence structure in Turkish is always the subject at the beginning, the object in the middle, right before my verb. So this is my main sentence. Actually, the main sentence is Ahmet aldı. So Ahmet bought something. And now let's mention what did he buy. Ahmet elma aldı. So this is my ideal sentence structure. And most of the time in Turkish, I like to keep my main object with my verb. So let's keep these two guys together. Elma aldı. Let's keep it together. You can still play with it. You can say elmayı marketten aldı. But in this case, you have to mention, I mean, you have to say that, I mean, the apple is going to become a little bit specific, like, Ahmet bought the apple from the market. So whenever there is a word in between my main object and my verb, I will need this accusative. So I'm going to keep it in, close to the verb, because this is the thing that I buy. I'm not buying the market. I'm not buying Ayşe. I'm not buying the freshness. I'm buying apple. Oh, by the way, what we were buying was taze elma. So taze is my adjective. So I'm also going to keep it with my, with its component, let's say. And then so any information that I have after this can go randomly between my subject and my object. So this area is quite flexible. So I can put the Kadıköy information over here. I can put market information over here. I can put Ayşe information over here. I can put Ayşe over here, Kadıköy over here, marketten over here. Nothing is going to change because this is my main structure. Ahmet taze elma aldı. I can also put the location at the beginning. That's totally fine as well. Like I can say Kadıköy'de Ahmet Ayşe ile marketten taze elma aldı. That is totally fine. I mean, it's quite flexible as long as you keep your object close to verb and you keep your subject close to the beginning. Okay, Ibrahim?
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
There's
but
actually
I think I was more focused on the sentence structure than the meaning. But like you told me, like the meaning still received the same, so I'm okay.
you are more interested in the meaning or the structure? Sorry.
No, like for example, if I said like category Ahmet and whatever in between in any formation, that's cool, right? You
Oh
get
yeah,
it?
exactly. It's going to be exactly the same.
So
Yes.
that was the thing that I was asking about. Like, do I need to be like really strict with how I put the words, or is it just like normal, flexible?
Yes. Oh, it's quite flexible, except anything that you put right before the verb would be your emphasis again. So over here, what we are buying is elma. But if I want to say like marketten aldı, like if I put this marketten information right before my verb, what I'm focusing on is marketten. But all the other options, when you put marketten over here or over here or over here, it's going to be the same. So before the verb is the main thing. That is the one that changes the meaning. It doesn't change the meaning, it just changes the emphasis of the sentence. There should be one, I'm not sure, word order workshop that I have done in the past. I'm actually going to do it again after a couple of weeks. If I find it on YouTube, I will send it to you. If not, I will just do it, probably in a couple of weeks. So you can also join that one, and I will talk about a little bit more details of the sentence structure. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about the usage of this mumu. I mean, I already kind of mentioned. If I want to confirm that I understand the sentence correctly, like, I'm meeting Joe in Istanbul. Oh no, I'm meeting Joe in Izmir. And he's going to Istanbul, but I'm not sure if he's going today or tomorrow. So I'm just going to confirm. He told me this information, but I'm just going to confirm. Wait, is it today? İstanbul'a bugün mü gidiyorsun, Joe? Evet, bugün gidiyorum. Or hayır. Oh, sorry, I answered for you. So yeah, in the answer, it's also going to be like the focus is going to be on bugün. Oh yes, I'm going today. Evet, bugün. Or hayır, yarın. Or after 2 days. I don't know. And also, we use this when we are, and Turkish people love to do this, when we are taking a guess about someone's action, this quite happens to me a lot because I have friends from, my neighborhood, and when we see each other in the street, this is what we usually ask each other. Like, oh, are you going to work? Are you going to school? So we don't actually say okula gidiyor musun? We say okula mı gidiyorsun? Oh, hey, are you going to school? So because this is the one that I'm asking. And then he tells me, oh, hayır, işe gidiyorum. Evet, okula gidiyorum. Like, if my guess is right, he will say, evet, okula gidiyorum. If my guess is wrong, it's going to be like, oh, pazara gidiyorum, markete gidiyorum, işe gidiyorum, whatever it is. And after
So the Turkish people always use,
say it again?
sorry, you always use the mı, they never say okula gidiyorsun.
I mean, okula gidiyorsun in a question tonation is possible. We kind of do that kind of thing in the East, like, but you would need mumi mumu. Yes. If you want to get
It's
yes,
not correct.
no answer. Yeah, I mean, you could still say,
okay,
okula
okay.
gidiyorsun. Like with your eyebrows, you can ask a question, just like in Spanish, but it wouldn't be like the actual way of asking questions. Okay.
Okay.
Did you say some places do have a dialect like that?
Wait, say it again?
Did you say some places do have a dialect where they in speech
Exactly.
they like a question?
Yes,
Yeah,
most of the time it's in the East, like I think
Okay, nice.
southeast.
Yeah. I think in Cyprus
Southeast.
too. In England, there's lots of Cypriots, and they never say "m."
Oh, so they're like, oh, you are going, something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I mean the classic example that we give is geldin. Like, it's not a question word. It basically means you came. But when someone comes to your house, they are like, oh, geldin, like, oh, did you come? Something like that. But yeah, in Istanbul, Turkish, we need mumi mumu. And yeah, after I actually come up with this example, okula mı gidiyorsun? I also wanted to compare it with the normal version, like, mumi mumu at the end. So if I see someone in the street and if I ask this, okula mı gidiyorsun? That's basically I'm taking a guess. Oh, are you going to school? This is what I'm asking. Is this the place that you are going? But if I put the mumi mumu at the end, then it becomes a regular question. Do you go to school in general? And of course, you wouldn't ask it to someone who you know for 20 years. Do you go to school, my best friend? So that's actually quite different when we are changing the position of mumi mumu. And unfortunately, in Turkish books, I've never seen, I think in Dilmer book they mentioned this topic, but in all the other courses that I've seen, course books that I've seen, none of these unfortunately mentioned, but I think it's quite important. It's good to know. And it usually bothers me as well when I hear, the question word at the end, even though it shouldn't be that way. I'm like, I think we should teach this before, like, like we should teach this in A2 level. It would be like a good level to learn about this. And I also feel like it's not that difficult, but you can give me feedback about it. And there is one last example that I want to give. This is also a good one. Baban mı aradı? Baban aradı mı? So when you say baban mı aradı, the idea is this. I'm sitting with my friend and my phone, rings and I answer, I talk to this person and then I turn it off. And then the question can be, oh, was that your father? That's a guess. Like, oh, like who was that? Was that your father? Babam mı aradı? But when you change when you ask this question in the normal form, the form that you have learned in A1 level, baban aradı mı? You're asking like a very general question. Oh, did your father call you today? Oh, wait, not mother, father. Why did I write father? Mother. Let me fix it quickly. Whoop, whoop. I don't have gray, so I'm gonna make it white. There you go. It's fixed. So yeah, I think this comparison also kind of makes it more clear. And if there is any question, you can go for it. After this, I have some activities that we can work on. Before the activities, if you have any questions, you can shoot.
Very clear. Thanks a lot.
Rica
Hocam.
ederim. Ne demek?
By the way, I was thinking about this subject a lot, and I asked my öğretmen, and she said, I'll explain it to you, but it was not clear to me. So now this is very clear, and I appreciate your work and effort.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's a topic, it's a kind of a grammar that you can also learn with lots of examples. So of course there is a logic behind it, but when you see it with more and more comparisons and examples, it actually makes it even more clear, and that's what I kind of tried to do.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, now we have some sentences over here, and as you can see, I have some words that are underlined. So we can, I mean, it's now going to be quite easy to apply this rule, but we can also think about the scenario, like the meaning of the actual meaning of the question. So this is what I want to learn in the first sentence. This is what I want to ask. Wait, does he live in Istanbul? Something like that.
So you mean, does it then become Mustafa Bey İstanbul'da oturmuyor? No. No.
That would be Mustafa
what you
Bey İstanbul'da oturmuyor is he doesn't live in Istanbul. This is a negative this is the negative suffix.
Yep.
So what I need is the question, but I need the question and I want to learn about this specific word, Istanbul. Like, is it where he lives? And yeah, it's going to be a question. So where do I need this? Where do I put the mami mumu?
So the mö is coming behind after İstanbul'da. İstanbul'da mö oturuyor.
Exactly. Mustafa Bey İstanbul'da mı oturuyor? And then the answer, evet, İstanbul'da. Yeah, he lives in Istanbul. Or, hayır, İstanbul'da değil. No, it's not in Istanbul. Or İstanbul'da oturmuyor.
Yes, okay.
Okay. How about the second one? Anyone would like to go for it? Charlotte?
Sedat Ayşegül ile mi evlendi?
Sedat
it's like
Ayşegül.
İftar Ayşegül ile.
So what is the scenario that you think of when you ask this question? Like, what is the scenario?
So evet, Sedat Ayşegül ile evlendi. Hayır, Sedat Ayşegül ile evlenmedi.
I'm not going to mention Sedat again because that's our subject. I'm just going to say Ayşegül'le. Or we could just also make it even shorter. We could say Ayşegül'le değil. No, it's not with Ayşegül.
Evet. Hayır, Ayşegül değil.
Because there is no verb, I can go with değil. But otherwise, if I want to add a verb, it's going to be evlenmedi. I need the mame. But the scenario that we can think of in this sentence, Sedat and Ayşegül, they always fight, you know, they don't like each other most of the time. They are maybe a fiance, but you know, they always fight. So you kind of think that they are going to probably break up. But then when you one day hear that they get married, you are like, wait, Sedat got married with Ayşegül? That's the question that you are asking in this sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? Who wants to go for it? Someone that I never heard. Evet, Ayra.
I will try.
Hadi.
Annem Borussia'ya otobüsle mi gidecek? Doğru mu?
Annem Bursa'ya. Evet. And what is the scenario? What is the question over here?
Will my mother will go to Bursa by bus?
So this is what I'm asking. Wait, she's going by bus. She hates bus. She you know, she doesn't like the road. She doesn't like the long road. So it's a disbelief. It's like a surprise when I say, okay, the next one. Kurdistan, do you want to do it?
Yes. Babaannem evde televizyon serli. Sorry, hold on. The screen is not clear with me. I'll check. Okay. Seyrediyor mu?
Oh.
Babaannem mi evde televizyon seyrediyor?
Babaannem mi seyrediyor? Okay, so if I have a grandmother that hates watching TV, and if I see her room is like, you know, flashing TV lights, and I can ask this, wait, that's my grandma watching the TV? Again, a disbelief, like a confirmation question. This is the scenario.
So the focus is all on the babaannem, not
Tabii.
on the television or on the verb.
Exactly. Bravo. Oops, there's a typo over here. Let's fix it. Okay. Evet. Chicago. Zayn.
Sorry. Bu uçak Chicago'dan mı geliyor?
Çok güzel. Zayn, I'm going to ask you a different question in this one. Do you think this is a confirmation or like a surprise question?
Probably a confirmation.
Right, because, you know, this information is quite, you know, important if I'm waiting for someone that is coming from Chicago. And I'll be like, oh, is this coming from Chicago? So yeah, I'm confirming the information. And who wanted to go for this one, but was it you, Ibrahim?
Excuse me?
Someone wanted to go for this sentence, but Zayn was a little bit faster. So who wants to do this one?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
Türkçe öğrenmek için İstanbul'da gideceğim, right? Yeah.
Gideceğim. You can say gideceğim. And also I want to hear İstanbul'la. This is important.
İstanbul'la. Okay.
Now let me hear the question.
Okay. You can just add "me" at the end, right?
Tamam. That's the normal question.
Türkçe öğrenmek için İstanbul'a gideceğim mi? I guess.
But the underlying information is Türkçe öğrenmek için. So this is what I want to focus on. So we always asked for the thing that I underlined. So let's also go for this one. So there is someone going to Istanbul. Let's, by the way, use sen in the sentence. Like, let's say, oh, you are going to Istanbul in order to learn Turkish, something like that. So what I want to learn is this, Ibrahim. This is what I want to learn. Türkçe öğrenmek için.
So you would say Türkçe öğrenmek için mi?
Türkçe öğrenmek için mi? İstanbul'a gideceksin. I'm changing it to sen because you wouldn't ask yourself such question unless you are drunk. And yeah, in this one, it could be a disbelief or it could be a like, you know, like a confirmation. Wait, are you going to Istanbul in order to learn Turkish? Like it could be a confirmation or it could be a disbelief as well. Wait, are you crazy? You're going to Istanbul just to learn Turkish? That is also possible. Okay, super. Yeah, I guess that's all I have for this. It's not very big topic to talk about, unfortunately. But from the faces, I've kind of understand that, you know, everything went smooth. But if there's any question, you can definitely shoot for it. But because before we have the questions, let's do the selfie, the classic selfie that we always have. So in the selfie, and yeah, let's actually stop the recording as well.